All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome into Jammin' Sports on this Tuesday. We have another baseball doubleheader for you today. It's the same four teams as we had yesterday. It'll be game two of the Philadelphia Phillies and the Chicago Cubs. The Phillies lead the series 1-0. The Phillies won 2-1 in 13 innings last night over the Cubs. And then in game two, we'll have game two of the Oakland A's and the Chicago White Sox. The White Sox lead that series 1-0 with a 3-2 win over the A's last night. So let's head to Wrigley Field for this one. It'll be game one of our doubleheader. It's the Phillies and the Cubs here at Jammin' Sports. Your lineups for tonight. Jammin' Sports presents Game 2 of the National League Division Series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Chicago Cubs. Live from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Phillies lead the series 1-0 with a 2-1 win last night in 13 innings. Game 2 of the National League Division Series up next here at Jammin' Sports. As we go to the top of the first inning, Greg Maddux will be pitching for the Cubs. Leading off for the Phillies will be the center fielder, Richie Ashburn. And game two is about to get underway. The pitch, just outside, 1-0. Chicago can tie the series up, or the Phillies can take a 2-0 lead back to Philadelphia. And now the 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike. They'll even the count at 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-2. Just underway, live from Wrigley Field. Game 2 of the NLDS. 1-2 pitch. Big swing and miss. Struck him out for out number 1. One down for the Phillies here in the top of the first. Next up, Jimmy Rollins. He's the shortstop, facing Maddux. In there for a strike, 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. Down low, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Base is empty. Here in the top of the first, just underway. Here at Jammin' Sports. The 1-1 pitch. Ripped it foul. Count remains at 1-1. Count now is at 1-2 to Rollins. 1-2 pitch. Down low. Count goes to 2-2. 1 out, bases empty for the Phillies here in the top of the first inning. 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. Popped it up down the right field line, drifting out of play. Count remains at 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. Swung and struck him out for out number 2. Rollins goes down swinging. 2 down for the Phillies here in the top of the first. Kyle Schwarber, the left fielder, up next. He flies it, pops it up to Hack Wilson in center field, who makes the play. No score. We go to the bottom of the first here at Jammin' Sports. Starting pitcher Charlie Ferguson on the mound for the Phillies here in Game 2. Leading off will be the first baseman, Cap Hansen. As we go to the bottom of the first inning. First pitch by Ferguson is swung on for a strike. Count goes to 0-1 to Cap Hansen. And now the 0-1 pitch. Ripped down the line in right field. That's going to fall. Fair ball. Base hit. Hansen going for 2. He's safe. A leadoff double for the Cubs. Cap Hansen, the first baseman. He beat the tag at second base. Right down the right field line. Into the corner. And now Ron Santo, the third baseman, up next. Big swing and a miss, strike 1. So the Cubs have a runner on second base with nobody out. Here in the bottom of the first inning. Trying to capitalize on that. And now the 0-1 pitch to Santo. Did he go around? No. Count goes to 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Inside, 2-1. 2-1 pitch. Inside, 3-1. 3 balls and a strike to Ron Santo. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Full count at 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Struck him out looking for out number 1. 1 down for the Cubs here in the bottom of the first inning. And now the left fielder, Billy Williams, will come up for Chicago. 1 out, runner on second base. The pitch by Ferguson. In there for a strike, 0-1. Now the 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, runner on second base. That's Hansen on second. Outside, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. And now the 2-1 pitch. He went around. Count goes to 2-2 to Billy Williams. And now the 2-2 pitch. Struck him out. They'll throw down to first. 2 down for the Cubs here in the bottom of the first inning. Swung at a low pitch and missed for out number 2. Next up, Sammy Sosa, the right fielder. 2 outs with a runner on second base. Sosa rips it into left field. Anson's coming around. He's coming home. And he scores. And the Cubs take a 1-0 lead on the RBI single by Sammy Sosa. Anson scores from second base. And the Cubs take a 1-0 lead. And now Ernie Banks, the shortstop, up next. 2 outs, runner on first base. In their first strike, 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. Fouls it off. Count goes to 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Sosa at first base. The pitch by Ferguson is fouled off. Count remains at 0-2 to Ernie Banks. Now the 0-2 pitch. Low, count goes to 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Corey's in the house. Probably not until, well, it could be tomorrow. It depends on my schedule. Outside 2-2. I don't know if I'm going to be on tomorrow or not. I will not be on Thursday. I know that. I got a radio game. I'll let you know. It's a ground ball to the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins, and they get the lead runner for the out. However, Sammy Sosa, an RBI single, and the Cubs lead at 1-0 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the second here in Game 2 of the NLDS. Jimmy Jam with Corey in the house. Corey's here. Good to see Corey. Mike Schmidt, the third baseman, will lead things off for the Phillies. Cubs up 1-0. The Phillies won Game 1 last night, 2-1 in 13 innings. First pitch outside by Maddox, 1-0. And then the White Sox beat the A's last night, 3-2 to take a 1-0 lead there. We'll have Game 2 of the A's and White Sox up after this. Next pitch was a strike. It's 1-1 to Schmidt. I'll answer your question here in a second. 1-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-2. Madden 24, I've got a copy that will be here Friday. I did not get the deluxe. I got the regular edition. It's a base hit right up the middle for Schmidt here in the top of the second. Normally my high school football games are on Friday night, but this week the game's on Thursday. I also have a game Saturday. I've got 2 high school football games I have to do this week. One's on Thursday, and the other's on Saturday. Oh yeah, I hope so too. Next up, Ryan Howard, the first baseman. Pitches inside, 1-0. Nobody out, runner on first base, that's Schmidt. From what I've seen so far, it looks good. 1-0 pitch. Fouls it off down the first base line. The officials are back in the game in 24. They put the highlights at halftime and after the game back in the game. 1-1 pitch. In their first strike, 1-2. Well, there's several videos on YouTube right now with people who got the advanced copy. If you get to the deluxe edition, you have the game already. 1-2 pitch. Fouled off. Count remains at 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Count goes to 2-2 on Ryan Howard, first baseman. 2-2 pitch. Outside, full count, 3-2. Maddox having a bit of trouble here in the second inning. All right, Corey, be good. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out for out number 1. Maddox gets the strikeout. I don't know. You'll have to ask these guys. One down for the Phillies here on the top of the second. Right fielder Bobby Abreu. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field. So now the Phillies have runners at first and second with only one out. I've tried to go in there and edit it. I can't. It won't let me. So Abreu gets a base hit. And now the Phillies have runners at first and second. And the DH, Bryce Harper, up next. First pitch is a ball. Count goes to 1-0. It will not let me edit these historical guys. Counts 1-0 to Harper. 1-0 pitch. Up high, 1-1. That was in the strike zone, they said. And now the 1-1 pitch to Bryce Harper. Maddox on the mound. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss. Strike 2. Count goes 1-2 to Harper. Schmidt taking a pretty good lead at second base. 1-2 pitch. Inside pitch. He gets the bat on it. And they'll just get the lead runner, Abreu, at second base. It'll be a fielder's choice. No, he's safe. They said he's safe. He was not out. Bases are loaded now. I thought he was out. Chase Utley, the second baseman, pops it up. Infield fly rule. Santo will come over and make the play for out number 2. The bases are loaded for the Phillies now, 2 outs. And JT Realmuto, who hit a home run last night. Yes, I do have custom sliders. Here's the pitch. Outside, 1-0. A walk will score a run. All right, Corey, see you later. In there for a strike. The count goes to 1-1 on Realmuto. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Fouls that one off. Count goes to 1-2. A base hit would give Philadelphia the lead here if he can put it in play. 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded here in the top of the second inning. The pitch by Maddox. Outside. Full count at 3-2. Actually, it's at 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Remains 2-2. A walk here would tie the game up. 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off. JT Realmuto is the catcher for Philadelphia. 2-2 pitch. Fouls that one off. Get battling here. He's battling. The count's at 2-2. Oh man, great at bat. 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off again. He's going to wear out the pitcher. Count remains at 2-2. The pitch. Outside. Full count. 3-2 to Realmuto. And now the 3-2 pitch. Fouls it off. If he walks him, it ties up the game. Bases loaded. And now the 3-2 pitch from Maddox. Fouls it off. My goodness. Real Muto hanging in there. 3-2 pitch. Struck him out. And the Phillies lead the bases all stranded. Cubs lead it 1-0 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the second inning here in Game 2 of the NLDS. Aramis Ramirez, the DH, will lead things off for the Cubs. That was a lot of pitches. Charlie Ferguson still on the mound. Ramirez fouls it off. Count goes to 0-1. Cubs trying to tie the series up at 1 game apiece with a win tonight. 0-1 pitch, inside, 1-1. The Phillies won in dramatic fashion last night, 2-1 in 13 innings. That's a shot right to the second baseman, Utley. He'll throw to first for the out. Ramirez grounds out to second, 1 down. Next up, the catcher, Gabby Hartnett. 1 out, bases empty. Here in the bottom of the second inning. Pitch, down low, 1-0. Wrigley Field in Chicago is where we are tonight. Game 2 of the NLDS. Games 3 and 4 will be in Philadelphia. 1-0 pitch. Rips it right to the shortstop, Rollins. He'll throw to first for the out. Hartnett grounds out to short, 2 down. I think Randy Johnson might. He hasn't started yet in the first 2 games. Hack Wilson, center fielder, up next. Outside, 1-0. 2 outs, bases empty. And that Seattle game might not come until this weekend because, well, the next pitch outside, 1-1. Because I won't be on tomorrow and I won't be on Thursday. We'll be back Friday and we'll be doing some Madden 24 stuff on Friday. We're going to take a look at the game. So probably Saturday. In there for a strike, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hack Wilson. 1-2 pitch, outside, 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch from Ferguson. Swing and a miss, struck him out at the end of 2 complete. Cubs lead it 1-0 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the 3rd inning here in Game 2. Richie Ashburn, the center fielder, will lead things off for the Phillies. Maddox still on the mound for the Cubs. Outside, ball 1, count goes to 1-0. A 1-run game, Cubs up 1-0. Down low, 2-0 to Ashburn. And now the 2-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 2-1. And now the 2-1 pitch. Down low, 3-1. Three-one pitch by Maddox. Ripped down the first base line but foul. So the count goes full to Richie Ashburn at 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Down the third base line but foul. Count remains at 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Struck him out for out number 1. Struck him out looking. One down for the Phillies. Shortstop Jimmy Rollins will come up next. Facing Greg Maddux. One out, base is empty. The pitch, a bunt attempt, but it goes foul. Strike 1. Now the 0-1 pitch. Fouls that one off down the first base line. Count goes to 0-2. And now the 0-2 pitch. Pops it up. Ernie Banks comes over at short and makes the play. Rollins pops out to short. 2 down for the Phillies here in the top of the 3rd. And Kyle Schwarber, the left fielder, up next. 2 down, base is empty. Pitch by Maddux. In there for a strike, 0-1. There's your defensive alignment for the Cubs. And now the 0-1 pitch. Count goes to 1-1. That was a ball outside. The 1-1 pitch. Rips it over Santo. He stays with it. Let's see how they field that one or score that one. That'll be a base hit. They call that an infield single by Kyle Schwarber. So the Phillies have a runner on first with 2 outs. And next up, Mike Schmidt, the 3rd baseman. Fouls it off. Strike 1. Count goes to 0-1. Game 2 of the NLDS. Phillies lead the series 1-0. Cubs lead the game 1-0. 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on first base. That's Schwarber. Schmidt down the right field line, foul. Counts out 1-2 to Mike Schmidt. And now the 1-2 pitch. Outside. 2-2. Two-two pitch. Struck him out looking for the final out. At the end of 2.5. Cubs lead it 1-0 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Second baseman Ryan Sandberg will lead things off, facing Charlie Ferguson. The pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. We'll have game 2 of the A's and the White Sox after this. Our baseball doubleheader tonight. White Sox lead that series 1-0. The pitch, big swing and a miss. Strike 2. And now the 0-2 pitch. Outside, 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes to Ryan Sandberg. The 1-2 pitch, up high, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, nobody on. And now the 2-2 pitch. It's a base hit. No, Utley at second will throw to first for the out. Sandberg rounds out to second. 1 down for the Cubs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Next up, the first baseman, top of the order, Cap Anson. He had a double back in the 1st inning with a run scored. 1 out, base is empty. The pitch by Ferguson. In there for a strike, 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. Pops it up. Left fielder Schwarber comes in and makes the play for out number 2. Anson pops out to left. 2 down for the Cubs here at the bottom of the 3rd. And third baseman Ron Santo will be up next. The pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. No balls and a strike, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss, strike 2 to Santo. 2 outs, bases empty, and the count's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Fouls it down the third base line. Count remains at 0-2. Oh-2 pitch. Outside, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases empty. 1-2 pitch. It's a ground ball to Utley. He'll pick it up, throw to first for the final out. At the end of 3 complete, Cubs lead at 1-0 here at Chapman Sports. We go to the top of the 4th. First baseman Ryan Howard will lead things off for Philadelphia. Cubs up 1-0. Maddox still on the mound. The pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a big cut. And he missed it. Strike 2. He was swinging for the fences on that one. And now the 0-2 pitch to Ryan Howard. Inside, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch. Swung and struck him out. 7 strikeouts for Maddox already. One out for Philadelphia here in the top of the 4th inning. Bobby Abreu, the right fielder, up next. 1 out, bases empty. Abreu rips it foul. Strike 1. Just a 1-run ball game. Cubs up 1-0. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Abreu. Pops it up, out of play, 0-2. One out, bases empty. 0-2 pitch. Down low, 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases empty. 2-2 pitch. And it's fouled off down the first base line. Count remains at 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Struck him out for out number 2. Abreu goes down swinging. 8 strikeouts for Maddox. He's just mowing them down so far tonight, averaging 2 strikeouts every inning so far. And now Bryce Harper comes up. He's the DH. He rips that one into center field and making the play. Hack Wilson for the out. At the end of 3.5, Cubs lead it 1-0. Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Left fielder Billy Williams will lead things off for the Cubbies. We're in game 2 of the NLDS. The Phillies won game 1. They have a 1-0 lead in the series. The Cubs lead game 2, 1-0. Here in the bottom of the fourth. Ferguson's pitch up high. It's in there. 0-1. That was his strike. Billy Williams, the left fielder, in their first strike quickly, 0-2. And now the 0-2 pitch. Down low, 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One ball and 2 strikes. The pitch outside. They'll even the count at 2-2. Nobody out, bases empty. 2-2 pitch. Fouls that one off. Count remains at 2-2. Two-two pitch. Rips it foul down the line. Count remains at 2-2 to Billy Williams. Two-two pitch. Struck him out looking for out number 1. That was right in there. That was a good pitch. Right on the strike zone. Sammy Sosa up next. The right fielder. Just inside, 1-0. 1 out, bases empty for the Cubs. Here in the bottom of the fourth, Cubs lead at 1-0. Trying to tie the series up at 1 game apiece. The 1-0 pitch. In their first strike, 1-1. One pitch. In their first strike, 1-2. One-two pitch. Outside, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases empty. Two-two pitch. Up high, 3-2. Three-two pitch. Struck him out, swinging. Route number 2. And now Ernie Banks, the shortstop, will come up. 2 outs, bases empty. Oh-2 pitch. Down the line, count goes to 0-1 to Ernie Banks, the Chicago shortstop. 0-1 pitch. In their first strike, it's 0-2. Ferguson trying to strike out the side. Up high, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch. Did he go around? Yes, he did. Struck him out. At the end of 4. Cubs up 1-0 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the 5th. Leading off for the Phillies will be the second baseman, Chase Utley. Cubs up 1-0. Maddox still on the mound. Here in game 2. Pitch by Maddox is in there for a strike, 0-1. Again, we'll be off tomorrow and Thursday. We'll be back Friday with a Madden 24 exhibition or 2. Sosa going back in right field, and that one is gone. A solo shot home run by Chase Utley over the right field fence, and the Phillies have tied the game up at 1. Let's watch this one again. It cleared the right field fence. Hit that one a tongue. Up above the scoreboard there. So we're tied at 1 now. Here in the top of the 5th, the catcher, JT Realmuto. First pitch outside, 1-0. Realmuto. He had a home run last night to help the Phillies win. It was a solo shot. The 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike. Count goes to 1-1. Nobody out, nobody on base. And now the 1-1 pitch. Right up the middle. Banks will pick it up. He'll throw to first. Not in time. As Realmuto legs it out. It'll be a base hit. Banks was there. It was just a tough play by Banks. And Realmuto beat the throw. A base hit. Still nobody out. Runner on first base. And Richie Ashburn, the center fielder, will come up next. In there for a strike, 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. Did he go around? No. Yes, he did. All right. Count goes to 0-2 to Ashburn. Oh, 2 pitch. Struck him out. For out number 1. 9 strikeouts by Maddox. One down for the Phillies here in the top of the 5th. We're tied at 1. The shortstop, Jimmy Rollins, will come up. Outside, 1-0. One ball, no strikes, 1 out. Runner on first base. The pitch. That was a strike. Count goes to 1-1. 1 out, runner on first base. That's Realmuto at first. They throw there, and he gets back in time. One pitch. They pitch out. Realmuto doesn't go. Count goes to 2-1 on Jimmy Rollins. Two-one pitch. Down low, 3-1. Three-one pitch. He swung at it, 3-2. We got a full count to Jimmy Rollins. 3-2 pitch to Sandberg, trying to get 2. No, he's safe at first. They get the lead runner. It'll be a fielder's choice. Rollins is safe at first. Ryan Sandberg made a nice play. Tried to get the double play. They managed to get the lead runner. Now there's 2 outs, runner on first. Kyle Schwarber at the plate. They pitch out. Ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. There goes the runner. And it's a foul ball. Runner's got to go back. Rollins has to go back to first. The count evens up at 1-1 to Schwarber with 2 outs and a runner on first base. Rollins back in time. Rollins back in time again. Meanwhile, the count is 1-1 to Schwarber. They pitch out. Rollins doesn't go. Count goes to 2-1 to Schwarber with 2 outs, runner on first base. Counts 2-1. Here's the pitch. A ground ball to Sandberg. He'll throw to first for the final out. At the end of 4.5, Chase Utley, a solo shot that tied the game up at 1 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 5th here in Game 2. CGM is in the house. Good to see you, CG. We're tied at 1. We go to the bottom of the 5th. The designated hitter, Aramis Ramirez, up next. Fouls it off, strike 1. The Phillies lead the series 1-0. They won last night in 13 innings, 2-1. Game 2 here tonight. We'll have the A's and the White Sox, Game 2 after this. Pops it up. Rollins going back in shallow left field and makes the play. He was playing Madden 19 a bit. You got beat over the top. Maybe it's the Redskins, I guess. Gabby Hartnett, the catcher, up next. I was watching a video this morning on 24. It looks good. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. The officials are back in the game. They have highlights at halftime and after the game again. They put those back in. Thank goodness. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Up high, 1-1. I'll have my copy of Madden 24 on Friday. Oh, yeah. You get a ton of different face masks in there. 1-1 pitch. He went around, 1-2 to Hartnett. And now the 1-2 pitch. Did he go around? No. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases empty. We're tied at 1 here in the bottom of the 5th. Live from Wrigley Field in Chicago. The pitch to Hartnett. Did he go around? No. 3-2. Full count to Hartnett. 3-2 pitch. Hartnett rips it. Center field, Ashburn going back, and that one is out of here. A solo shot home run by the catcher, Gabby Hartnett. And the Cubs have retaken the lead, 2-1, here in the bottom of the 5th inning. That one just cleared the fence, but it still counts. And the Cubs go up 2-1. Let's watch it again. He got under it just enough. Man, this game is so good. This show is such a great game. Just over the fence. Cubs up 2-1. And now the center fielder, Hack Wilson, comes up. And it's going to be up high, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. So the Cubs retake the lead 2-1 with 1 out, bases empty here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The pitch. Fouls it off. They'll even the count at 1-1. One pitch. In there for a strike on the outside low corner. Count goes to 1-2. Crowd didn't like that one. 1-2 pitch. He went around. Strike 2 or strike 3. He strikes out. 2 down for the Cubs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Now the second baseman, Ryan Sandberg, comes up. 2 outs, bases empty. The pitch. Down low, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Down low, 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes to Ryan Sandberg. And now the pitch. 3-0. Charlie Ferguson on the mound for the Phillies here in Game 2. He's looking at a 3-0 pitch now to Sandberg. In their first strike, 3-1. Jimmy Jam with CGM in the house. Good to have CG here. My good friend from DC. CG from DC. That's why it's easy to remember where he's from. 3-1 pitch. In their first strike, 3-2. Full count to Sandberg. 3-2 pitch. Sandberg fouls it off. Count remains at 3-2. And now the 3-2 pitch. Struck him out at the end of the inning. However, the Cubs on a solo shot home run by Gabby Hartnett. They take a 2-1 lead here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Wrigley Field, Chicago, Illinois. As we go to the top of the 6th inning, Game 2 of the NLDS. The Phillies lead the series 1-0. The Cubs lead the game 2-1. Mike Schmidt will lead things off, the third baseman. Pretty much, to answer your question, CGM, pretty much. Maybe a couple of weeks in between. First pitch inside for a strike, 0-1. Usually there's a 2 or 3 week break so I can update the rosters and stuff. 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch to Schmidt. Fouls it off, 1-2. Now we're 3 weeks in to our current sim season, and I put a pause on the season because we're going to see on Friday if Madden 24 is worth it. Schmidt strikes out swinging. 10 strikeouts for Maddox tonight. Unreal. One down for the Phillies here in the top of the 6th. On Friday, we'll play a couple of exhibition games with Madden 24. Probably do another one on Saturday sometime. We'll take a look at it. Ryan Howard, the first baseman, up next. 1 out, bases empty for the Phillies here in the top of the 6th. Cubs up 2-1. And now the 1-0 pitch. Pops it up down the left field line, drifting foul. Counts 1-1 to Howard. 1-1 pitch. Rips it right to Banks at short. Throws to first for the out, 2 down. Howard grounds out to short for out number 2. Ernie Banks making the play. And out, the right fielder, Bobby Abreu, comes up. 2 outs, bases empty. The pitch by Maddox. In their first strike, 0-1. No balls and a strike, 2 outs, bases empty. Here in the top of the 6th. Cubs up 2-1 here in game 2. 0-1 pitch. In their first strike, 0-2. We're at Wrigley Field in Chicago on the north side. We'll head to the south side for the second half of the doubleheader. Fouls it off. Count remains at 0-2. We've got the A's and the White Sox game 2 after this. White Sox lead that series 1-0. 0-2 pitch. And he fouls that one off into the camera well. Count remains at 0-2 to Bobby Abreu. 0-2 pitch. Outside, 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Pops it up, out of play. Count remains at 1-2 to Bobby Abreu. Maddox tried to strike him out. The 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2. Games 3 and 4 will be in Philadelphia. This best-of-5 series. Abreu fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Struck him out. And that will end the inning. Cubs up 2-1 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning here in Game 2 at Wrigley Field. Cap Hansen, the first baseman, will lead things off for the Cubbies. They're up 2-1. The pitch by Ferguson, down low, but in the strike zone, 0-1. Brogdon and Bellotti warming up in the bullpen for Philadelphia. The 0-1 pitch. Hansen out to left field, going back. Schwarber, and he makes the play for out number 1. One down for the Cubs here in the bottom of the 6th. Third baseman Ron Santo will come up next. One out, base is empty. Pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. 0-1 pitch. Rips it down the line, but foul. Count quickly 0-2 to Ron Santo. Oh, 2 pitch. And he fouls that one off. Count remains at 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. High in the air, out to center field. Ashburn makes the play for out number 2. Richie Ashburn. As Santo flies out to center. And now the left fielder, Billy Williams, will come up with 2 outs, bases empty. The pitch by Ferguson, ripped into right center field. That one could be gone. It is. A solo shot home run by Billy Williams, and the Cubs take a 3-1 lead. Wow. Let's watch this one again. Williams hit that one a ton. It cleared the fence. And the Cubs now lead 3-1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Sammy Sosa comes up next. First pitch is outside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Count goes 1-0 to Sosa. 2 outs, bases empty. Cubs up 3-1. And now the 1-0 pitch. Fouls it off. Count goes to 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Up high, 2-1. Cubs trying to tie the series up at a game apiece here in Game 2 if they can hold on and win. 2-1 pitch. Popped up into left field. Schwarber can't get there. It'll be a base hit for Sosa. A 2-out single here in the bottom of the 6th. That will extend the inning. And now the shortstop, Ernie Banks, will come up for the Cubs. Ferguson on the hill. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. 0-1 to Banks. 2 outs, runner on first. Cubs up 3-1. 0-1 pitch. Fouls that one off down the line. Count goes to 0-2. They throw to first. Sosa back in time. Meanwhile, the count is 0-2 to Banks. 0-2 pitch. Right up the middle, a base hit. Sosa will hold at second base. And now the Cubs, all this happening with 2 outs. They have runners at first and second here in the bottom of the 6th. And that will be it for Ferguson tonight. The manager is going to take him out. He's going to say, see ya. Let's see who the Phillies bring in. It'll be Zach Wheeler, the new pitcher for Philadelphia. He inherits 2 outs and runners at first and second. Aramis Ramirez up next, the DH. The pitch. A ground ball to Howard. He'll take it himself for the final out. However, the Cubs, Billy Williams, a solo shot. They take a 3-1 lead here at Jammin' Sports. Bryce Harper will lead things off for the Phillies here in the top of the 7th. Cubs lead at 3-1 here in Game 2. Maddox still on the mound. Inside, ball 1, count goes to 1-0. One-0 pitch. Ripped into center field for a base hit. So Harper leads off the 7th for the Phillies with a single. They've got a man aboard with nobody out. Next up, the second baseman, Chase Utley. Nobody out, runner on second base. Outside, 1-0. Utley had a solo home run back in the 5th inning. If he hits another, it'll be, we'll have a tie game. 1-0 pitch. Fouls it off. Count goes to 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch. Up high, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out, runner on first base. One-two pitch. Big swing and miss. Struck him out for out number 1. 1 down for the Phillies. Here in the top of the 7th, they have a runner at first base. JT Realmuto, the catcher, will come up next. The pitch, down low, 1-0. Cubs lead at 3-1. They throw to first, and Harper back in time. Counts 1-0 to Realmuto. He went around, strike 1. They'll even the count at 1-1. One pitch. He went around, strike 2. Count goes to 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. 1-2 pitch. Down low, 2-2. Two-two pitch. Big swing and miss. Struck him out. 13 strikeouts for Maddox tonight. Maddox is just on fire. He gave up the solo shot home run, but other than that, he's on fire. 13 strikeouts. And now Richie Ashburn, the center fielder, will come up next. 2 outs, runner on first base. The pitch. In there for a strike. 0-1. Pitch. There goes the runner. He hits it out to left field, and Billy Williams makes the play. At the end of 6.5, Cubs lead it 3-1 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. The catcher, Gabby Hartnett, will lead things off for the Cubbies. He had a home run earlier tonight. Zach Wheeler on the mound. Inside 1-0. Cubs trying to tie the series up at 1 game apiece if they can hold on and win. The 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Fouls it off down the line. Count goes to 2-2. Two-two pitch. Down low. Full count, 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Ball 4. It's a leadoff walk for Gabby Hartnett here in the bottom of the 7th. Cubs have a man aboard with nobody out. Center fielder Hack Wilson up next. Cubs lead it 3-1 here in the bottom of the 7th. A's and White Sox, game 2 up next. The pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. Outside, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Ripped into right field, the base hit for Hack Wilson. And that'll move the runner over to second base. The Cubs have runners at first and second with nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And now Ryan Sandberg, the second baseman, will be up. Hartnett's at second base. The pitch. Fouled off. Real Muto makes the play for the out. So Sandberg pops out to the catcher. 1 down for the Cubs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Cubs have runners at first and second with 1 out. Cap Hansen, the first baseman, up next. The pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. Outside, 1-1. The count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike on Cap Hansen. 1 out, runners at first and second. Wilson at first, Hartnett at second. 1-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Up high, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at first and second. Pitch by Wheeler. Up high. Full count, 3-2 to Hansen. Cubs up 3-1, trying to increase their lead. 3-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 3-2. Mr. Handlebar Mustache himself, Cap Hansen. And now the 3-2 pitch. Struck him out. Hansen didn't think so. He was ready to go to first. Wheeler strikes him out. That was right on the strike zone. And that's 2 outs for the Cubs. And now Ron Santo, the third baseman, will come up with 2 outs, runners at first and second. The pitch up high, actually it was in the strike zone. That's 0-1. Crowd didn't like that. Oh, 0-1 pitch. Oh, that hit him. Bases loaded. Santo was hit by a pitch. And now Billy Williams will come up with bases loaded. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Williams can break this game wide open. He had a home run back in the 6th. Let's see if he can do it again. Pitch by Wheeler. In there for a strike, 0-1. No balls and a strike. Oh, 1 pitch. Pops it up. Drifts foul. Count goes to 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. Down in the dirt. The runners all hold. Count goes to 1-2 to Billy Williams. Wheeler trying to get out of the inning without giving up another run. Bases loaded, 2 outs. The 1-2 pitch. Down low, 2-2. A walk will score a run. Two-two pitch. Inside, 3-2. We got a full count. Three balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, bases loaded. Billy Williams at the plate. Three-two pitch. It's a ground ball to Rollins. He'll throw to first. Not in time. Everybody's safe. A base hit scores a run, and the Cubs take a 4-1 lead. And now Sammy Sosa will come up with 2 outs, bases loaded. Sammy, let's see if he can belt a home run. Get a grand slam. Cubs lead it 4-1. The pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Wilson at third, Santo at second, Williams at first. Your base runners. 2 outs. The count's 0-1 to Sosa. 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. And now the 2-1 pitch. In there for a strike, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded to Sosa. Up high, and he swung at it. And that'll end the inning as he strikes out. The Cubs score a run, though. They take a 4-1 lead here at Jammin' Sports. Bruce Sutter will come in to pitch for the Cubs here in the top of the 8th. Cubs lead it 4-1, trying to tie the series up at a game apiece if they can hold on and win. Philadelphia won game 1, 2-1 in 13 innings last night. Jimmy Rollins, the shortstop, will lead things off for the Phillies here in the top of the 8th. They're down by 3. The pitch by Suter outside, 1-0. We'll head to Philadelphia for games 3 and 4. The 1-0 pitch, fouls it off. Count goes to 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch, a bunt, and it goes foul down the third base line. Counts now at 1-2 to Bruce Suter. Fouls it off. Count goes to 1-2. One-two pitch. Struck him out for out number 1. One out, base is empty. Left fielder Kyle Schwarber will come up. Outside, 1-0. One-0 pitch, inside, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out, base is empty. 2-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 2-1. 1 out, base is empty for the Phillies here in the top of the 8th. 2-1 pitch. Fouls that one off. Evens the count at 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. High in the air, out to Sosa in right. And that one is gone. It's a home run by Kyle Schwarber, a solo shot, and that'll make the score 4-2 in favor of the Phillies. Hello? What's up? Right. Right. Well, I'm sure they'll make a patch on that. Well, that's good. All right. Well, I appreciate the update. I'm in the middle of a baseball game here, but I appreciate it. All right, we'll talk to you later, man. Thanks. All right, bye. All right. Sorry about that. I was taking a phone call. One of my many fans here at Jammin' Sports was letting me know some stuff about Madden 24. So we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Ernie Banks will come up. Philadelphia scores a run in the top of the 8th to make it a 4-2 game. Shortstop Ernie Banks comes up. Count goes to 0-1. That was, I think that was CGM that called me. But we're back here at Wrigley Field. I had to take that for a moment. Hope you all don't mind. The count goes to 1-1 to Ernie Banks. It's now 1-2. Cubs lead it 4-2. trying to wrap this one up and tie the series up at a game apiece. And now the 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, nobody on. The 2-2 pitch. Outside, 3-2 to Banks. Here in the bottom of the 8th. 3-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 3-2 to Ernie Banks. Three-two pitch. Struck him out for out number 1. 1 down for the Cubs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Next up, RMS Ramirez. He's the DH. One out, bases empty. The pitch by Wheeler. Up high, 0-1. 0-1 pitch. Fouls it off, 0-2. Gracie. 0-2 pitch. Outside, he swung at it for strike 2. 2 down for the Cubs here in the bottom of the 8th. Next up, Gabby Hartnett, the catcher. Bases empty, 2 outs. Cubs lead it 4-2. Looking for some insurance runs to take to the 9th. The pitch to Hartnett in there for a strike, 0-1. 0-1 pitch in there for a strike, 0-2. 0-2 pitch. Down low, count goes to 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. The 1-2 pitch. Pops it up. Schwarber going over. It makes the play for the final out. At the end of 8 complete. Cubs lead it 4-2 here at Jammin' Sports. All right, we go to the top of the 9th inning. Lee Smith will be the pitcher for the Cubs, trying to wrap this one up. They lead it 4-2. The Phillies need 2 to tie, 3 to take the lead. Bobby Abreu, the right fielder, will lead things off here in the top of the 9th. Cubs trying to hang on and tie the series up. The pitch in their first strike, 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. Big swing and miss, 0-2. 0-2 pitch. Up high, 1-2.
1 ball.
Cubs lead it 4-2 here in the top of the 9th. Nobody out, nobody on for the Phillies. Bobby Abreu at the plate. The count's 1-2. The pitch by Smith. Outside, 2-2. Can the Phillies catch up, or will the Cubs hang on? 2-2 pitch. Fouled it off. Count remains at 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Popped up in the air down the right field line, out of play, foul. Count remains at 2-2. Two-two pitch. Struck him out for out number 1. Cubs 2 outs away from tying up the series. Bryce Harper, the DH, up next for Philadelphia. 1 out, bases empty. Phillies need 2 runs to extend the game. The pitch. It's in there for a strike, 0-1. Now the 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, base is empty. And now the 1-1 pitch. Did he go around? No. Count goes to 2-1 to Bryce Harper. Phillies trying to mount a comeback. 1 out, base is empty. And now the 2-1 pitch by Smith. In there for a strike, 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. Swung and struck him out for out number 2. Phillies down to the last out here in game 2. Chase Utley, the second baseman, he had a home run back in the 5th. Phillies down to the last out. The pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Oh, 0-1 pitch. Pops it up down the line, foul. Count goes to 0-2. And now the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. That'll end the game. The Cubs win it 4-2, and they tie the series up 1 game apiece. Your final score, the Cubs win it 4-2. Maddox takes the win, Ferguson with the loss. And the Cubs have tied the series at 1 game apiece as we head to Philadelphia for games 3 and 4. Learn all about the show by going online to theshow.com. Once again, your final score, Chicago 4, Philadelphia 2. We're tied at 1 game apiece. Up next is Game 2 of the American League Division Series with the Oakland A's and the Chicago White Sox. The White Sox lead that series 1-0. It's up next here at Jammin' Sports.